Hi, I'm Melissa from Sunshine Coast Council, and I'm passionate about caring for our unique and beautiful landscapes in the region. And one of the ways we can care for our land is through bush regeneration and weed management. We know that landholders might be struggling with all different challenges relating to weed management and not even know where to begin. To help land managers, Sunshine Coast Council have tested and trialled a range of land management and weed management standard techniques. We want to share our learnings with landholders so that you can take that information and apply it to your own weedy problems. We're standing here at the Maleny demonstration trial site, and we began works here in November 2021. When we first arrived at the site, it was dense infestations of broadleaf privet and lantana throughout the entire area. Because it was such a large site, we wanted to split the area into 9 separate zones to trial those combinations of standard weed management techniques, such as mechanical, chemical, hand weeding, and natural regeneration. So once you've identified an area that you want to manage for weeds, you can apply our 4-step process that we've developed here at Maleny. So here we are in zones 5 and 6, and what we're wanting to do is step 1, have a goal in mind. What we wanted to do was connect in with that native corridor that we already have, bordering along the Obi Creek behind us here. So we wanted to further connect that riparian reserve throughout the zone. So step 2 is about reading the landscape. In this zone here, our most dominant weed species was privet. We wanted to make sure we had enough time and resources to manage it appropriately. Once we felt we had a good handle on it, then we look at, well, what's next? Because we want to do bite-sized, manageable pieces of weed management. So step 3 is about your constraints. So at this site here, we had common constraints such as time, money, resources, and even access. We wanted to make sure we did a really thorough job of managing the privet first before we moved on to our next weed species, which was Tradescantia, or trad, which is this one here, and it's a ground cover that covered most of the site. So because we couldn't source any of the native grass seed, what we looked at was what already is in our landscape of native species that could do a similar job. So polio is a native ground cover that was doing really well throughout other areas of the site. So we dug up some of them and we moved them here and then encouraged them and kept the trad out so it could establish. So step 4 is to choose your tool. Because we wanted to gain access to then reassess what other tools we would be using, we used what was called a posi track first. Once we gained access to the site, we used standard chemical techniques such as cut and paint for the privet. And we also used a knapsack sprayer, which has the wand around the side. So now we had control of the privet, we were ready to move on to our next weed, which was the trad. And what we wanted to do was look at some non-chemical alternatives for management. What we did was we raked up small piles of trad and then we covered them with plastic and we left them to bake for a little while. When we remove that, we now then need to figure out, do we remove it or do we need to do a chemical application as that follow-up step for management? We're really excited to be able to see all of these native plants starting to pop up by themselves and giving them the encouragement to complement our plantings. It's always fantastic to see nature starting to bounce back once we've removed the weeds. If you're not certain about what plants you might have on your property, you can check out Council's website or you can download some phone apps such as Southeast Queensland Weeds or iNaturalist, or you can use hard copy identification books that you can purchase. And now we can see the results. 3 years on, we've got native plants popping up by themselves. We have our planted plants here slowly growing and catching up, getting on top of the privet for our management, and we're happy to concentrate more on the trad. We removed that plastic and now we need to figure out what is our next step here. Keep in mind, you need to think about long-term processes and management. So go ahead and try the 4-step approach and see if you can improve your land like we have here. Happy weeding.